Hey, are you ready to know the direction of the day for the world's most traded pair, the Euro USD? Thank you. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me on this beautiful Monday morning. It is the 12th of August 2024, and it's exactly 8:30 a.m. right here in my hometown in East Africa. So thank you so much for joining me. I greatly appreciate you guys taking time to basically jump onto these live streams with me as I share the day's direction on the Euro USD. So it right there in the comments, you can tell me how your weekend was, how exactly you spent your weekend as a trader. Did you backtest? Did you review your trades? Did you try and audit yourself? So you can go ahead in the comments and let me know how your weekend went for you. So for me, I always spend weekends with family, trying to catch up with them, share some beautiful moments. That's exactly how I spend my weekends. I don't know about you, but you can tell me right there in the comments how you spent your weekend. So getting back to business, uh, if you are an ardent follower, you know that personally I do trade technicals, and with my strategy that I use to actually call the direction of the day, it is a 50% win rate strategy, which basically tells you that for every 10 trades, at least five of those I call them right. So that's the type of strategy that I trade, and it has a 1 to 4 risk to reward. And I always call out these things right here on these live streams for you guys to be able, to know exactly what the direction of the day is going to be like. So if you're someone that struggles with the direction of the day, definitely you should always jump onto these live streams with me to basically get to know what the direction of that particular day like the 50% win rate strategy. And maybe to get a little bit more into the strategy, it is a strategy that utilizes the daily candle. I basically look at the previous day's candle and basically check out or look out for an area of value, or I like to call it an area of interest that that particular day's candle actually left on the market. So it is from here that I'm able to know the direction of the day. So basically, that's the type of strategy that I trade. But I'm going to be jumping into the details. I'm going to be sharing all the details about this particular strategy right here on this live stream. So if you're someone who's been struggling with the day's bias or the day's direction of the day, this is the particular live stream that is going to enable you, get to know exactly how we call these out. So I'm so glad. I'm so glad you've joined me on this one. I'm really excited to be sharing exactly what the direction of the day is going to be like. So if you are someone out there, maybe friend or the rest of the day, you could as well share this particular live stream with them, because it will help them a great deal. It will be able to enable them, find or be able to determine the direction of the day themselves. So that's exactly what we share right here on the channel. And if you're new here, my name is Gani, and this is Dominate Online. We share everything to do with trading. We always give you the very best when it comes to trading. So basically that's it. Basically, so we are going to be getting into the meat and potato for this particular live stream. And basically, I'm going to be sharing my screen right now to be able to show you exactly what I'll be seeing on my side here. So I'm going to be sharing that just in a bit. Um, I'll be sharing that right now. So if you're out there watching, you should be able to basically see what I'm seeing on my end. So that's just in a bit. Okay, so you should be able to see what I'm seeing on my end. So what you're looking at right now This is basically, these are some of the results I've collected over the period of 1 year that I've traded this particular strategy. These are some of the results I've been collecting. And when you see this, it basically shows you that under the monthly comments here, you can see that I've been green all the way through, guys. I've always been getting green months. So that's the type of strategy that I trade. So if you're out there and you're looking for a strategy to trade, this is definitely one of those profitable strategies that you could be going out for. But of course, you don't have to take my word for it. All you need to do is also go back test this strategy to see exactly what I mean by this. So then when you look at my percentage profits right here, you can see that the month of May last year, I had a 5%, June 6%, July I had a 7%, August I had a 1%, then September I had a 5%, October I had a 23%. That was a good month. Then when we crossed over to this year, January I had an 18%, February I had a 4%, March, I had the 7%. April, I had the 25%. Now, that has so far been my best month trading this particular strategy. And then when it came to May, I had a 12%, June, a 5%, and July, I had an 11%. So that's the type of strategy. You can clearly see that it is a profitable strategy, guys. So if you've been looking for a strategy that is very reliable, probably this is one of those that you could be going out for, because I can promise you that it will be able to make you profitable in this market. So if you're someone who struggles maybe to stick to one strategy, this could probably be one of those strategies that you go out for. Now, when you look at these percentage profits right here, it's nothing crazy. And the thing I basically want you guys, so that thing that I would like you guys to understand, that when you're trading, guys, you're not competing with anyone out there, especially those guys you watch on social media like TikTok or maybe even YouTube here. You know, you tend to see people post profits that maybe this month I'm making 50%. Next month I'll be making maybe 100%. Guys, you're not competing with any of these guys. With trading, or when it comes to trading, it is you versus you. It is you against you. So if you can't, let's say, control your greed, you can't control your emotions, you can't control your fears in the markets, you're not going to make money. So first, master yourself, try and work on your psychology. Then this is how you're going to turn out profitable in these markets. If you do not do this, and you're always, falling for the flashiest strategy, for the best new thing out there in the markets, you will not turn profitable, because you're going to be strategy hopping. You're going to, be looking left, right. You're going to buy this course, buy the other course. Many of these guys are good marketers, guys. They're only showing you this so that you buy something from them. And basically, this is it. So if you don't concentrate on yourself, you will not turn profitable in these markets, guys. So that's my advice to you. So if you've been out there and you are struggling to basically, make good profits from the markets, this is something that you need to really think about. You need to really think about yourself and how you're going to go about your trading. So basically, those are my results I've just showed you, or that I've just shared with you right here. I hope this, gives you some kind of motivation when it comes to this strategy, because it is the strategy that I use to actually call out these directions for the day right here on the channel. It is a 50% win rate strategy with a 1-to-4 risk to reward ratio. So that's more than enough for you to turn profitable. And I share it here for free right here on the channel. I share this on these live streams. Now, for me, when it comes to, my mornings, there's some kind of routine that I do follow before I even get or jump onto the charts. And one of those things is basically for me to be able to check out what the fundamental side is saying about that particular day. So today, which is the 12th of August 2024. I can see right here that when I visit the website bloomberg.com, this is a website that I always check out every single morning to basically see if they do have any kind of major news when it comes to the euro or maybe the United States dollar. If they do have some major news there, then I'm looking to actually not to be on the opposite side of this particular fundamental news. So this is a website I always like, checking out. Once I've checked it out, then I can go ahead and trade comfortably, knowing I'm not on the opposite side of the major fundamental news in the market. Now, understand here the keyword is major news, guys. Major news, not just any news, but major news on the fundamental side of things. So this is the website. It's called bloomberg.com. So you come right here. When you when you get to the website, you come under markets. Then you select out currencies. Then you're able to select out the particular currency that you trade. For me, it is the Euro USD. So that's exactly what's displayed on your screen right there. So on the Euro USD, I can see here, we can see bracing for more volatility ahead of US CPI, busy data week. So there will be some CPI this week. Then this is about China, Guangzhou, uh, Philippine peso statement on upswing as red card prospects fed. That's nothing to do with the US dollar. Okay, Trump Harris agreed to debate as Republican looks to shift race. The opening trade. Okay, so basically, this is nothing really major when it comes to any of the two currencies, the euro or the United States dollar. It's nothing major. So once I'm done checking out this website, the other website I'd like to check out is this right here, forexfactory.com. Now, on this website, they basically share the day's events that are going to be happening when it comes to the financial calendar. So you can see right here, today, the 12th of August, there's no major news that is about to drop. So for me, I actually filtered this news to only, or this calendar to only show me the red folder news. So today, the 12th of August, there's nothing red folder news today. So I would not be concerned about this. The reason I like to, filter out the red folder news is because I don't want to be, let's say I've already banked my some profits from the markets within the day. Then as this news drops, maybe at 8:30, that's New York time, I don't want the news dropping to basically, wipe out all my profits for the day. So sometimes I like to be out of the markets as this news drops. And then also sometimes if you hold your trades through these news events, especially the red folder news events, if you hold your trades through the red folder news events, most of the times you end up getting slipped. Let's say if you had predetermined to maybe risk only maybe 10 or 15, let's say 15 pips on your trade, you might be slipped like 10 pips. That means you're going to lose more than you had earlier anticipated to lose on that particular trade. So if you do not want this to happen, then in my suggestion, it is better for you to get out of the markets before this news drops. So basically, this is just me. It is how I trade, and I found this profitable because the more you do this, the better experience you get. And for me, I found that getting out of these trades by that time, by the time or maybe before the news drops, I found this to be okay with me. It is better for my psychology, and it's basically how I trade. So basically, that is it about the fundamental side. Now let's jump onto the charts to show you exactly what I think or what I believe the direction of the day is going to be like. So when you look at price price action for the previous day, which was the 9th of August. This was the price action. Now there was nothing major really. Price was generally ranging within this area. Maybe let me try and draw out something here for you. So you can see price was just ranging within this area. There were no major movements for that day. So price was basically ranging. Now, having seen that, as a trader, you always like to see this because usually when price ranges, you know that the next thing it's going to do is rallying. Usually after ranging, price might maybe manipulate and then finally later rally into a certain into a certain area of interest again. So this is what we have as price action for the previous day. So for me, the type of strategy that I trade, it is a strategy that basically utilizes the previous day's candle. So when we look at the previous day's candle, this is the entire price action for the previous day. So when we look at the area of interest it left, there's nothing really as an area of interest it left on that previous day. So to the downside here, I would only expect, since there's nothing from the previous day, I'm only looking at price, coming to this particular level here. There's this level here, which is the low for the Asian session. So I'm either looking at price coming, taking out this area right here, taking out this level, any types resting below here. This is below the Asian low for today. So once price has done that, then I would expect price, to rally to the upside. So that manipulation price comes, takes out that, and then it continues to the upper side. Or if that doesn't happen that way, then I'm seeing that there's a big order block right here. So this is an entire order block. So what I'm looking at price doing, if price doesn't do this, the other thing it might do is basically coming all the way up here. That these are the two major areas. Area number one is this right here at 1.09103, and then the other area of interest, or the other level that I'll be looking to actually react off of once price gets there, is at 1.09632. So these are the two key areas that I'll be looking out for today. Once price gets to these areas, or once price gets to these levels, then I'll be looking to actually react to what price will do. So now for me, you can clearly see that when it came to the analysis, I've done my analysis on this 1 hour time frame. But when it comes to entries, I always, once price gets to this level, for example, or if price gets to this level, then what I'll do, I'll drop to the 5-minute time frame, and then this is where I'll be looking to actually make my entries. So my entries are taken on the 5-minute time frame. So once price gets to this particular level right here, I drop down to the 5-minute time frame, and this is where I like to take my entries. Now for the entries, how I do enter, I wait for price to form what I call an inversion fair value gap. So this is when price has basically, covered a previously existing fair value gap that is on the 5-minute time frame. So once price has inversed a fair value gap, has fully covered a fair value gap, let's say if it, for example, here, I'll be looking for price to basically cover a bearish fair value gap. Here, I'll be looking for price to cover a bullish fair value gap. So once price has done that, once it gets to those levels and it shows me an inversion fair value gap forming, then this is when I look to make my entry. And usually my stop loss is 10 pips. And when it comes to the take profit, I always use 30 pips as my take profit. And Most times I like to squeeze this up to a 1 to 4 to basically make some extra profits from the market. So basically this is how I trade, and this is what I'll be looking out for today, the 12th of August 2024. If you do have any questions, please head over to the comment section and let me know about your question. I'll be gladly answering you back. And also, remember to manage your risk well. Do not over risk on your trades. Don't YOLO on your trades, guys. Do not think, the markets are ending today. Even tomorrow, they'll be here. The next day, they'll be here. They are here to stay. So do not YOLO on any of your trades, guys. Preserve your capital, because this is how you stay long in this game. So in case of any questions, get into the comment section and let me know about your question. I'll be gladly answering you back. So basically, that's the direction of the day. Remember to manage your risk well. And in case of any questions, please get into the comment section and let me know about your question. Thank you so much for joining me this morning from 8:30 to up to about 8:50. Hope this enables you, get clarity on the direction of the day. Thank you so much. I'll be catching you in the next live stream tomorrow.